And this is the patch 7.1 update for Druids. Realistically, there hasn't been a lot of changes. I went ahead and tweaked the rotation again and made it so it functions a little smoother than it did before. But one big change is that now there is bleed tracking. There's some hidden trackers in the background that tell you whether or not your bleed was applied with a certain buff. As you can see, the Rake and Rip are highlighted. They're flashing red and they have a golden border. That tells you that that bleed was applied with either Blood Talons or Tiger's Fury. That way you know it's getting more damage than average, and the rotation will take that into account and will it'll be less likely to update those until a certain time for them to expire occurs. Overall, what you'll see is that, just like before, the talents will change your rotation, and you can go ahead and follow what you see in the center, and I'll show you the hidden trackers here. So what it's tracking is it's tracking when the buff Blood Talents is applied or Tiger's Fury, and it's also tracking when you would cast either Rake or Rip on a target without those buffs. Now, balance itself has, again, not seen a lot of changes. The rotation has been tweaked a little bit just to make it cast a little bit better and just function a little smoother. I moved a few icons around so that it fits the Feral outlay a little bit better, and this is something you'll see between all the profiles. They've been adjusted a little bit just so that it's easier to see the timers and things. But the rotation itself has not changed. It still functions the way it did. One thing that you will have to take into account when you are playing Balanced Druid is that you do squeeze in a few Starfalls here, but that's a little tricky to put into the rotation. So that's something that you'll have to do a little bit of reading to understand why and when, and squeeze that in where you can. But it will show you all your cooldowns, your astral power, and it'll highlight New Moon when it's an ideal time to cast it. And one of the newer additions to this profile, just like the other ones, is Guardian. And Guardian has a similar layout. It has a single target rotation, and again, depending on your talents, that'll change. But it is tracking all your important cooldowns. It'll even show you on the bottom there when you use Iron Fur. It'll show you the percentage of bonus you're getting to your armor, and you also see 30% magic reduction, and it'll show you those countdowns as they go. But the single target rotation is set up for survival. It's going to build up rage as quick as possible. There is a maul at the very end to avoid rage capping, but generally speaking, you won't be really getting the most DPS out of this rotation. It's really just to maximize your rage gains. And your important cooldowns are on the bottom, and also your frenzied regeneration is tracked there on the left, as well as your artifact on the right. And the final addition to this profile is Resto, and Resto just is very much cooldown based. There's not a whole lot you need to track. There's important cooldowns here, and important talents and anything that would affect you. So for example, this one talent tracks the number of rejuves you have floating around in your raid group, and it'll give you buffs to your other spells. This will show you how many you have floating around, so you can better judge when you want to cast certain spells if that's what you want to do. Other important things are your entire bottom bar are all important cooldowns you have either through talents or just baseline, and they will change as you change talents. That center spot that you see on the top bar, it is filled with a spell, but it's only filled once you take the talent, just so that you don't see useless icons. But there you go. All the icons are there for you to use. I hope you guys like what you see. This is the final video I'm going to be posting for patch 7.1. I'll be making updates to all the profiles throughout the patch and in towards 7.2, and I'll be doing further updates and more videos showing off any changes I make at that point. But yeah, I hope you guys like what you see, and I will catch you in the next video.